Welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving into the world of precision cutting as we unveil the top 6 best miter saws that are absolute game changers in your workshop. Whether you're a seasoned craftsman or just starting your DIY journey, a reliable miter saw is an indispensable tool for achieving those perfect angles and seamless joints. Join us as we dissect the features and capabilities of these top performers, helping you make an informed decision for your next woodworking project. Stay tuned for a blend of expert insights and practical advice, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button to stay in the loop for more tool-centric content. You can find more details, analysis, and comparison tool on our website trustypick.com. Number 6. Evolution Power Tools 10-inch. Most miter saws would be capable of cutting metal if an appropriate blade were fitted, but it's not usually recommended because swarf, metal shavings, can wreak havoc with bearings and the motor. The Evolution Power Tools R255 SMS Plus is one of few exceptions and offers the versatility to cut anything from wood and laminates to plastics and metals. Most people would shy away from cutting up scrap wood with their miter saw for fear of hitting nails or screws, which could wreck the blade. With this miter saw, that's not a problem. It looks much like any other 10-inch compound sliding miter saw, and its capacities are competitive. Maximum thickness is 3 to 9/16 inches and maximum width is 11 to 3/16 inches. It offers the unusual ability to adjust cut depth. At under 34 pounds, it's reasonably portable and a molded carry handle is provided. A laser blade guide is included and can be valuable if set properly. Alignment should be checked regularly. However, there have been some reports of failures and a good old pencil mark is a perfectly serviceable alternative. Unlike many rivals who only offer 6 feet of cable, the Evolution Power Tools miter saw has 13 feet and a useful cable tidy. There are a couple of things to note when cutting steel. The maximum thickness recommended is 1 to 4 inch and the supplied blade will wear out very quickly. A dedicated metal cutting blade should be used instead. Also, Evolution Power Tools does not recommend attempting to cut hardened or stainless steel. Number 5. Craftsman V2714 inch. Cordless tools have obvious benefits. They generally provide greater freedom of movement and work when a normal electricity supply isn't unavailable. The challenge with miter saws is that driving a 10 or 12-inch blade takes a lot of energy, resulting in very high prices. With its 7 to 1/2-inch blade, the Craftsman CMCS 714 M1 is a much more affordable alternative, but how does it stack up in performance terms? Pretty well, actually. With a maximum thickness of 3 to 1/2 inches and a maximum width of 8 inches, it has no trouble handling many of the common dimension lumbers used for framing, decking, and other construction projects. It bevels to the left at up to 47 degrees and miters up to 45 degrees on both sides. The Craftsman is another miter saw that uses the increasingly popular LED blade alignment system for accuracy. The battery supplied is 20 volt and 4 ampere hour, which should offer decent run time. Craftsman says it will make up to 585 cuts in 3 to 1/4-inch MDF baseboard, but frankly, that means little. Frequent users will want a spare battery, which is quite expensive. Carry handles are incorporated into the base, but there are no table extensions for workpiece support. Number 4. Skil 10-inch dual. 12-inch miter saws can offer outstanding performance, but they're large, heavy, and generally require significant investment. A 10-inch miter saw like the Skil MS6000 30500 is more compact, lighter, and more affordable. What's more, the sacrifices are relatively minor, making it a serious alternative for many. On the plus side, the Skil is a dual bevel compound sliding miter saw, so it provides all the versatility of its larger rivals. It will bevel to 48 degrees left and 45 degrees right and cut angles 50 degrees left and right. There is a full range of detents, and the Skil MS6000 30500 uses a similar LED blade positioning system to the DeWalt, so it's easy to maintain accuracy. At a fraction over 39 pounds, it's around 30% lighter than its bigger rivals. On the minus side, the smaller blade does mean reduced cutting capacities. Nevertheless, it can still manage 4 to 1/2 inches vertically and 11 to 1/4 inches vertically, thus accommodating all the dimension lumber most people will ever use. We were a little disappointed that the blade is only high-speed steel, HSS, rather than TCT, and we have seen occasional reports of manufacturing defects that suggest quality control could be improved. In general, though, owners appear very satisfied with their purchase. Number 3. DeWalt 12-inch. The DeWalt DWS-780 isn't a cheap miter saw, but for home users who are taking on their own remodeling jobs, building decks and pergolas, or making furniture regularly, it should soon repay the investment, and you may want to look at our guides to orbital sanders and laser levels as well. With a maximum cutting height of 6 to 3/4 inches and a width of up to 13 to 1/4 inches, it will handle all common lumber sizes. It will bevel at 45 degrees both sides and miter from 50 degrees left to 60 degrees right. There are 10 detents for fast setting of common angles. One of the key features of the DeWalt miter saw is the XPS cutline system. Unlike single-sided lasers, it shines an LED light down either side of the blade. This creates a shadow on the workpiece that sharpens as it gets closer, showing not only the position but the thickness of the cut too. It works whether the blade is rotating or not, so it's perfect for setting up, and it runs off the same power as the saw, so there's no need for batteries. Number 2. Metabo HPT 10-inch compound. You don't want to pay for features and power you don't need and won't use. The Metabo HPT C10 FCGS is considerably more basic than our top pick, but it's not just its competitive price that makes it an attractive proposition. Metabo HPT has built a reputation for reliable, high-quality tools without the high sticker price. Sometimes that means a reduced feature set, and in the case of this miter saw, that means no slide for cross-cutting. This restricts maximum depth and width to 3 to 1/2 inches and 5 to 21/32 inches respectively. That's still plenty to cut 2x4, 3x3, and 2x6 dimension lumber. 2x6 is actually 1 to 1/2 inches by 5 to 1/2 inches. That's all that many framers and DIY users need, making it excellent value for money. The Metabo HPT miter saw bevels up to 45 degrees to the left only, and miters up to 52 degrees right and left, so it's perfectly capable of compound angles. Common detents are provided. The 15-amp motor is as powerful as anything on the market, and the miter saw weighs just 24.5 pounds, so it's easy to carry around. A 24-tooth TCT blade is included. It's serviceable but does leave a fairly coarse finish. Number 1. Bosch 12-inch Dual. This saw does everything a demanding professional could need. The Bosch is a dual bevel sliding compound miter saw, so it has the maximum range of movement in both saw head and table. The former can be angled up to 47 degrees in both directions, and the latter will rotate from 52 degrees left to 60 degrees right. Detents, preset stops, make it quick and easy to set commonly used angles. Scales are etched into stainless steel so they won't peel off or wear out, something that's not uncommon on cheap miter saws. The fence allows for cuts as deep as 6 to 1/2 inches. Its maximum width for boards is 13 to 1/2 inches. Thanks to the super smooth axial glide system, cutting large stock is almost effortless. Quick-released square lock fences help maintain accuracy and provide good workpiece support, as do the integrated side supports that will extend to 40 inches. A high-quality 60-tooth TCT, tungsten carbide tipped, blade comes in the box. In our opinion, the Bosch GCN12SD is the best miter saw on the market at the moment, but it does come with a price tag that puts it firmly in the contractor or tradesperson category. Some reviewers have expressed surprise that it doesn't include a laser guide at this price point. However, those devices are not always as accurate as they could be, and many professionals tend to prefer sight alignment. So that wraps up our list of the best miter saw stations. If you found this video to be useful, would you kindly click the thumbs up button? Which do you intend to pick? Comment below with your thoughts and let us know. I appreciate your attention. Please like and subscribe to our channel if this video was helpful to you in any way so that you won't miss any next stuff. Everyone, until then, I'm excited to see you in the upcoming video.